Why I keep recording these things for you, I don't know. It doesn't seem to matter what I do, what I say. I never reply. All I do is keep recording my thoughts, my feelings, my desires, my explanations of how my life has turned out the way it has. All the heart and soul and mind I put into them, and yet they seem to mean nothing to you. Why don't you ever reply? Such a long time has passed. You say that you would love me forever, that it would be better to give yourself to me than to record these things, and yet till that day happens, all we have is these communications so far from each other. I don't know why I hang on to you when you seem to be no different from the rest. I'm a foolish man, I know, and I hope to find this one perfect woman, this writer's ideal, the poet's dream, the romantic's lover, the dreamer's vision. This girl that would be very much the same as I, that everything around him or her would mean nothing except the flesh. Worldly things wouldn't even concern them. Just to gaze into each other's eyes, to hold each other tight, to speak all through the night, to stare up at the stars and feel the beauty that is all around and is within, as the glow of our love overtakes us. The passion, the thought, the very thought of it brings me to life. And yet I start to wonder now whether I've just dreamed this up as so many writers and poets have throughout all the ages, all these books, creating these characters of lovers and shy girls and romances drawn through distance and time, longing and suffering and pain of the heart. And yet, like me, are they just dreamers, creating a fabric to put over living people's eyes and frustrate them because it can never be found except from the ink of the pen of these people and the closed eyelids of the dreamer. At first, when we met, I thought I found you. I really did. The way you talked, the things you said, that you wanted to be with me. I started to wonder whether the reason I found you was that you were so far away and that I was creating this story, and also so that I couldn't be heard. Because through distance there was a slowness, a slowing down, a way to express all the thoughts and feelings that passion would take over if we were right next to each other. And yet I always wondered whether we would ever be united, ever be together, whether this love would just be a pain that would never happen. Something that we both loved and always wanted, and yet died. And now I feel it has. For at the beginning I thought you were that person, and I thought how lucky I was to find you, and then I would think how far away you were and all the complications, and that it would never take place. And yet it would be worth it if you really fulfilled that desire, if you really were that person, that love. And are you? Are you that love, or was I wrong? Did I try to fool myself? Do I still? For now you don't even respond to me. You leave me out in the cold like a dog. And your love is like that, when the owner leaves the dog out all night in the cold and closes the door and goes to bed, and then in the morning lets the dog in and pats it and tells it, I love you. But where is that love? And the dog is out in the cold for so many hours. Can mere words, inaction, and that make up for the time between? No, I can't. At the beginning I felt your love so clear, even though you were so far away. I felt like the lovers entwined, like those under the sheets. The longing, the passion, the ecstasy, and yet only words were exchanged, distant words, through pen and ink. And now nothing. Silence. Absolute silence. So, did I fool myself? Was I loving a love that wasn't really there? Was I just loving myself? Why? Why could it not be? Was it always doomed from the start? Did you never love me? Or was this all just a game to you? For there seemed so much effort that I put into it. So many words I would write. To your one I would write 100. And all these recordings that I made for you, telling you my thoughts, my feelings, every day, 3 times a day, as if by speaking to you, this machine, I didn't feel lonely, because I knew that these words, these sounds, the essence of me was going to be transmuted to you when you heard them. And by me speaking, and you being so far away, the distance was covered. So much effort, and hoping that I would get back some of it. And yet all I got back was silence, and the longing that silence gives you